So, you want to learn how to play Guts and Blackpowder? Well, today is your lucky day because I have a special guide just for you. This is Mr. Muggy's GNB Starters Guide. Upon loading into the game you have the main menu. As you can see, you can join the ongoing match, find more servers if you want to server hop, enter the shop, which we'll get into in a bit along with your inventory, the settings where you can change anything you desire, and the credits. Upon joining a match you will either be spectating until your team reaches a checkpoint, or you will enter map voting. In GNB there are three main game modes: Objective Mode, Holdout Mode, and Endless Mode. Objective Mode is where the team faces zombies while trying to get from a point A to a point B. In Holdout Mode, you stay in a certain area doing tasks to achieve your goal. Endless Mode is where you and your team survive the onslaught of zombies until everyone succumbs to their death. When you win in a match, you get francs. What do you do with francs, you may ask? That's where the shop comes in. The shop is where you can buy new weapons, utilities, and cosmetics. Each item has their own pros and cons, but since you're new and only have the starter weapons, just save up for whatever item your heart desires. Once you have bought something, you can equip it straight from the shop or your inventory. Speaking of inventory, here is your inventory. This is where you can change your weapons and how your character looks in-game. There are 5 main classes and 2 special classes in GNB. We have the Ranker, Officer, Seaman, Musician, Sapper, Surgeon, and the Chaplain. We will first start off by reviewing the Ranker. The Ranker is an all-around class, so it is most suitable for beginners. The Ranker is equipped with a musket and a saber. The musket is a long-ranged weapon with high penetration, allowing you to hit multiple zombies at once from afar. Since you have long range, it is best for you to focus on bomber zombies so that they don't reach your team. It takes a bit for the musket to reload, so stay in the back so you can safely reload. The musket is also equipped with a bayonet which deals great damage that can usually 1 or 2 shot zombies. You want to go for a headshot so that you can get an almost, if not, guaranteed instant kill. You then have your saber, which should be used when having close combat with zombies. There are 4 swing types of the saber: the up, down, and side swings. The up and down swings should be used when dealing with individual zombies, while the side swings should be used when dealing with a horde. It is recommended to use the down swing/stab as it is the fastest. The Officer is a short-ranged class equipped with a pistol and a saber. The pistol does average damage and has less penetration, but has a fast reload speed. A good use for the pistol would be shooting bombers that are close. Your real primary weapon will be your saber, as it has an ability called a charge. When activated, you and surrounding teammates will gain multiple buffs, including increased swing rate, increased walk speed, a decreased time or equipping firearms, and immunity to Shambler grabs. The charge also has synergy with the bayonet because it allows it to perform instant kills on zombies. Stay at the front lines and use your charges whenever you need to gain lost ground.
Those Krabby Patties really hit the spot.
And next time you might want to try chewing them. You're gonna blow up like a balloon.
The Seaman is a mid-ranged class equipped with a blunderbuss and a saber. The blunderbuss has low penetration but has high spread, which allows you to control the crowd easily. The blunderbuss can be used to kill many Shamblers, Bombers, and Zappers. Its reload time is a little slower than the musket, so stay back while reloading. The musician is a support class that supports teammates in reload times and building times. They are equipped with a fife and a saber. With their instrument, they can play many songs depending on their regiment. Their main instrument is the fife, which gives a 20% decrease on reload times and a 20% increase on the health added to Sapper structures. This means that the musket would roughly reload at about 8 seconds with a fife boost. This also means that a barricade would need around 8 hits instead of the usual 9 to be fully built. In order to get these effects, the musician must time their clicks to the beats of the song. A metronome is present to help you. Musicians can also buy a drum set or a bugle in the shop. The drums give a 35% swing boost on your melee weapons. This means that the swing rate of 0.55 seconds of a saber would be around 0.36 seconds. The bugle is the last instrument of the musician. In order to use it, you must kill zombies in order to fill up your meter. Once it is ready to be used, you must play around 85% of the bugle song in order to get the full duration of 20 seconds. The effect of the bugle is that it doubles the damage on your weapons, which is very useful. One thing to note is that if you're with teammates and you're playing an instrument, runners will ignore everyone else and go straight for you, so be careful. The Sapper is a defensive class that builds structures to protect their teammates from incoming zombies. The Sapper is equipped with their hammer and an axe. The hammer allows them to build 3 kinds of structures: caltrops, stakes, and barricades. Sappers can only have 10 to 15 structures at a time. Barricades have high health, so they will be very useful against zombies, but be careful for bombers and igniters. When placed down, the barricade will be deconstructed. When it reaches 70% health, it will become constructed and it will be ready to take on zombies, but still hit the barricade so that it's at full health. After built, zombies will have to break the barricade all the way in order to reach your team. Stakes damage zombies when they get near, and the stakes don't take much damage themselves, but make sure to keep repairing them as there is a small window where zombies can hit the stakes without receiving damage. But sometimes the zombies can just not take damage at all. Be careful when bombers are around because they will instantly die when touching stakes. Caltrops have a small amount of health, but they can slow down zombies and can't be destroyed by bombers when on its own. These can be good when the zombies are closing in on you. The axe does great damage and does 5 times more damage when headshots are landed. The only downside is the long swing rate. Use the upswing when dealing with individual zombies and use the side swings when dealing with hordes. You can also shove zombies by pressing F. This stuns them for a short duration. In order to stun a zapper, you must hold F and wait for them to attack you. The only zombies that cannot be shoved are bombers and igniters. Always make sure to build structures and help out your teammates. Whenever no more zombies are coming in a specific area, make sure to disassemble your constructions. The Surgeon is a support class that focuses on healing his teammates. The Surgeon is equipped with a saber, medical supplies, and a box of bandages. Medical supplies are used to heal other teammates when they need it. Surgeons must click on somebody in order to attempt to perform a heal. If accepted, then both people will stay stationary and the surgeon will heal the teammate. Heals can take a bit, so it is best if you take someone to the back in order to stay safe. People that are very low will use more supplies than usual. The box of bandages is an item that can be placed on the ground for others and yourself to use. There are 7 bandages in total, each healing a good amount of health back. In order to place this down, you must have full supplies. Whenever someone gets impaled by a Cuirassier Zombie, they will lay on the ground until a surgeon brings them back up. It takes a bit, so be careful and ask your team to help. In order to get more supplies, you must kill zombies. When a zombie is killed, a gray puddle may appear. Those gray puddles are supplies. Surgeons are really helpful, so keep them safe.
Prenez soin de vous, soldats.
The Chaplain is a support class whose task is to control the crowd and to give blessings. They are equipped with a stake, crucifix, blessing, and mercy. The stake does little damage, but it is fast. The stake does so little damage that it 2 shots a runner instead of 1. A good thing about the stake is that it applies a debuff on zombies called puncture. The debuff lowers the amount of infection and other debuffs by 20%. This can be stacked 3 times. The crucifix is a very powerful support tool as it stuns all zombies around it, except for bombers. The crucifix lasts for 15 seconds and once it's finished, it will passively recharge again for 40 seconds. Unequipping the crucifix while it is being used will result in 20% of the meter being lost, and a cooldown that lasts a few seconds. Blessings are very important due to the fact that they can cure infections. It has 3 uses until it recharges. When used on a teammate, their infection will slowly go away for 12 seconds. If it lasts the full duration, then around 80% of your infection will dissolve. However, you cannot bless teammates who are fully infected. Mercy is a last resort for a fully infected teammate as it stops them from becoming a zombie, but at the cost of their own life. After a mercy is performed, your crucifix and blessings are fully replenished. The Chaplain is also another important class, so make sure to protect them. Now that we've finished covering every class, let's cover every zombie next. Shamblers are your typical zombie in Guts and Blackpowder. They usually travel in hordes with other Shamblers. When they get close, they try to grab onto you, and if they do, you will enter a struggle with it. If more than one Shambler grabs you, then you cannot escape by yourself and need help from another. When being eaten, 10 damage will be dealt and also a bit of infection will be applied per second per Shambler. While being eaten, the bitten debuff will be applied. When received, you will receive an increase in infection every second and all healing will be reduced by 25%. This can be problematic after being saved. If 4 Shamblers grab onto you, then you will immediately die and turn into a zombie. Shamblers can also scratch you, which does 10 damage per hit, and apply the clawed debuff. When clawed, your infection will not decay. This isn't an issue unless you are greatly infected. Shamblers aren't a problem as they are easy to kill, but they will progressively become stronger. Runners are the second most common zombies in Guts and Blackpowder. They have red eyes, so you'll know when they're coming. They have less health, so they immediately die to almost every weapon in the game. Runners are agile, so be careful. When one spots you, they will try to tackle you. If successful, they will pin you to the ground and feast on you. A teammate has to help you escape or else you will die. If you are lower on health or more runners tackle you, then your time of living will be shorter. After a few seconds of being pinned, the bitten debuff will be applied. If a musician is playing music, then the runner will target them instead of anyone else. In order to counter a runner, you must hit them before they tackle you, or you can loop them in a circle and then hit them. A viral runner is a variation of a runner that is more dangerous. Viral runners take on the look of you and your teammates. It has more health and applies dangerous debuffs. When tackled, they will either claw or vomit on you. Clawing will immediately do damage at a rate of 15 per half a second, as well as apply some infection per half a second. You will also receive the rabid clawed effect, which means that you are receiving infection over time that won't decay. Vomiting will do no damage but will apply the impending madness debuff. If saved, you will only have a few seconds to live as the debuff fully infects you immediately. Ask a chaplain for a mercy or just face the inevitable and turn.
Je ne me sens pas très bien, mon père.
It is best to loop a viral runner in a circle and kill them. Viral runners are one of the forms a person can take when turning. Bombers are another common zombie that appears with a barrel and a torch. They have less health than a runner, so anything will kill it. Whenever someone gets close to a bomber or a bomber reaches a barricade, it will ignite the barrel, and after around 3 seconds the barrel will explode. If you are close to a bomber when it explodes, you have a little to no chance of living. Bombers will be dangerous if not dealt with properly, as they can destroy sapper structures and kill many people. It is best if you shoot the bomber before it reaches you and your team. If not possible, walk to the bomber so that it will ignite its barrel and then walk away from it so that you stay safe. Zappers are an uncommon zombie that move slow and appear with an axe and orange eyes. They have high health, so they can be tough to kill. When near a zapper, it will try to lunge at you and hit you for more than half of your health. If hit, they will also give you the gash debuff. This results in all sources of infections being increased by 40%. This can only be removed by getting healed by a surgeon. Whenever a sapper dies with some infection, it will come back as a zapper. In order to counter a zapper, you can bait out their axe swing and hit them when they're vulnerable. If you are a sapper, you can shove them, which will cancel the attack. Igniters are uncommon zombies that spawn in larger hordes. They appear with a lantern and are burnt. They have the same health as a runner. When you are in an igniter's range, it will throw its lantern at you, causing a fire in the area it was thrown. After that, it will act as a shambler. If the fire is walked into, then it will deal some damage, but if you are unable to escape the fire in time, then you will start burning to death. If you are saved from the fire, the afterburn debuff will be applied, which doesn't allow you to be healed above 50% of your health. Every zombie except for the igniter will be damaged by the fire if it's walked into. In order to counter an igniter, try killing it before it throws the lantern. If not possible, then just walk out of the area that will be on fire. The Cuirassier is one of the, if not, most dangerous zombie in the game. It has double the health of a normal person. It appears with cuirass armor and a heavy saber. Since it is armored, your weapons will do less damage against it. Most guns cannot penetrate the armor except for the rifle and knock gun. The Cuirassier zombie can do two things. It can either charge at you, or duel you. If the Cuirassier is far enough from someone, it will charge at someone and attempt to impale them. If successful, the player will receive major damage and will be unable to move unless healed back up from the surgeon. It can also go through sapper structures but will be slowed down when going through. If you are wearing cuirass armor or siege engineer armor and get hit by a charge, you and the Cuirassier will fall onto the ground, both dealing damage to each other. If the Cuirassier decides to duel you, then it will attempt to slash you with its heavy saber. It will also have the same walk speed as you. When you attempt to hit them, they will lower their head so that no headshots are landed while dueling. If hit, you will receive 10 damage. Instead of slashing, it can also thrust at you, which will do 25 damage. You are able to parry the Cuirassier's attacks if you both swing at the same time. Try hitting it in the arms or legs. In order to counter the Cuirassier, make sure to get out of the way when it's charging, but if you can't, hide behind someone with armor. After it's done charging, it is vulnerable for a few seconds, so try attacking it. After it thrusts, it will be vulnerable for a second. If a Cuirassier has infection and dies, then it will become a Cuirassier Zombie. Well, that should be everything that I needed to teach you. If you guys like this guide, please like and subscribe. Also comment if I should make more guides on Guts and Blackpowder or not. Now that we're done here, I'll be doing my own thing.